What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing a story time of when me and Jose met. Ew. Okay, ready? When did we meet? We met since we were little.
We met when Jose,
we were in 5th grade.
Moved from Puerto Rico. I was like around 4 or 5.
They were basically childhood friends, so we knew each other since we were little. His family was like close with my family, so every time we were little, our parents would have like cookouts, and he would be there, and we would
And then, like I always tell her, how couldn't she fall in love with this? You know? No.
Anyways, you're the one that started liking me first.
Girl, you're supposed to roll with the flow.
Okay, it was tough. Okay, one time we were having a cookout.
No.
One time we were having a cookout, and he was over, and we were outside, and it was him and some other kids, and he was
Not
like,
true.
"Let's play a game," and I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And he was like, we have to write our crush's name in the sand. Okay, we live in Florida, so we don't have dirt in our backyard. We have sand. So he was like, we have to write our crush's name in the sand. So we were like, okay. So we all go, and we grab like a stick, and then he comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, do you spell your name with a E?" And I was like, no. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he goes back to his little area and starts writing my name.
That's
how I found out he liked me. Okay, then how did it go? How did it go? Exactly. So that's how I found out he liked me. And we grew up together. We went to middle school together. We didn't go to elementary together. We went to middle school together. And he was always with his little friends. He wouldn't talk to me. I was like, okay. He was too cool for me.
Yeah,
so he would be he would be with his little friends, whatever. And then in 7th grade, one time we were at.
She told me she loved me.
Definitely not. He told me he loved me after 2 days that we were dating. Anyways, that's irrelevant. We were at a friend's house, and we knew some other friends that lived like 2 houses down. So he was like, "Do you want to go to their house?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And mind you, we didn't talk. Like, we weren't talking. Like, that was the first time he had spoke to me in like a couple years. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Because he was always quiet. Like, we would be at cookouts, or we would be at like hanging out, like our family, and he would be on his phone in the corner. He was a little loner, and we'd be like, "Come play with us, Jose."
I was the shy type.
No,
okay? I wasn't a loner. I was just shy.
He was too cool for us. So we ended up going to their house, and it was 2 guys. They were brothers, and they had a sister. And we were basically hanging out with this kid, and this little guy was flirting with the girl. Yes, you were. And I low-key got jealous. So I was like, okay. So I started flirting with a guy. Anyways, and then after that, that's when we started talking. Get off your phone. That's when we started talking. And then what would you call me?
Buddy.
He would call me buddy.
Buddy.
So every time we would see each other, we'd be like, "Hey, buddy." And then we come up with a handshake that same day. We came up with a little handshake, and then that's when we started talking. And then that's when kick was cool. So he got my kick, and we would kick all the time. And then why did we stop talking?
Oh, because we moved away.
No, that was 8th grade.
Oh, because we argued. Oh, we had an argument.
He was a little he was one of those boys. So I got mad. I got mad because I'm like, that's all you want from girls. So I was like, I don't have time for this. So I stopped talking to him, and we didn't talk. We got in a big argument, and we stopped talking. And we would walk by the hallways in school. We wouldn't even say hi to each other. Like, it was really awkward. And then in middle school, I mean in 8th grade, we started talking again, right? In the 8th grade? How did we start talking again?
Yeah, in 8th grade.
But how?
You moved to Texas.
No, that was after.
No, that's why we started talking. When you moved away.
I thought we talked 7th and 8th grade.
Oh. Yeah, we talked 7th, but then we stopped talking. Then when you moved away, we started talking again.
But I remember 8th grade, we still talked for a little bit. Like, we got better again. I don't remember. I remember in 8th grade. No, I'm pretty sure we started talking in 8th grade again. We were, like, cool with each other, but... Or maybe the argument was in 8th grade, not 7th grade. I don't remember. I think it was 8th grade. The argument was 8th grade, not 7th grade. Anyways, I remember my cousin, he was dating this girl. And I remember my cousin was like, I'm gonna get his girl a watch. And then I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take him and you take the girl. And I told my friends, it was like for first period, I told my friends, I was like, I'm gonna cuff his ass watch, like I'm gonna date him. And sure enough, look, married him and had a child with him. Anyways, then I moved away. I ended up moving to Houston freshman year, so it was 2014, 2015. And I remember one day he hit me up through Instagram. You DM'd me. And I remember that same day, I remember that whole day like it was yesterday. We were at a truck shop that my dad's a semi-truck driver. So we were at a truck shop, and there was like popcorn there. So my dad told me, he's like, get off, and if you want some, come get some. So I had got off, and then I got a notification from Instagram talking about Jose had messaged me, and I was like, what the heck? Because mind you, we hadn't been talking. We were mad at each other. Well, I was mad at him. So, but that was for different reasons. I wasn't mad at you anymore because how you were. I was mad at you because of what you did, something that you had done.
I'm looking at her gas.
And then, now I sound loud. Now I sound loud. Anyway, so then we started talking. Basically, the first message was him apologizing for how he was being, or what he did, everything he did. Okay, then what was it about? Tell me, you talk. Tell me what your message is about.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
You were apologizing? You do remember.
No, I don't.
He was apologizing for how he was and sending me the messages. Basically, his parents found some of our messages. And I got mad at him because I'm like, why didn't you delete them? Because they were from like 2 months back. And then he kept them, and then his parents found them. And I was like, what the heck? Why would you keep messages for that long? Anyways. And then we started talking. That was like, I think, December. We started talking. And then in January 6th, 2015, he asked me out. And then 2 days later, same day, not even 2 days later, that same day, he was like, I love you.
I ain't sound like that.
Yes, you did.
No, the fuck
well,
I did.
He said, I love you, the first day, which was very funny. I didn't say it back, because you can't love somebody the first day.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. You don't even know them like that. You don't even know them. So you're telling me, if you go find somebody on the street, you could tell them you love them. You couldn't say it, but you don't mean it.
Maybe you don't want to go paintballing again? Please?
Maybe I don't like paintballing. Anyways.
How many times have I complained?
Let's be relevant. Babe. We're not talking about paintballing. We're talking about how we met. Baby, then we started dating.
Wow.
And we dated for... How long did we date before we got married?
I don't remember.
We got married 2017.
2 years.
2 years? 2.5 years? No, yeah, 2 years.
Hey, please.
2 years. No, yeah, 2.5 years. And then we got married.
Let's go paintballing again.
And then we got married in May 26th. May, June, July, August. 3 months later, we had Juliana. Okay, let's go paintballing.
Yes?
You're such a child.
Yes?
Yes? Yes.
I'll tell your uncle if he wants to go paintballing.
I'm not gonna play though. Y'all have fun.
Baby, come on, dude.
Okay, I'll play.
Okay.
Anyways, and yep. And obviously we're still married. But yeah, that's how we met. And that's our story. He cheated on me. I'm just kidding. Anyways,
you're gonna delete most of the video.
I hope you liked our video. Turn on your post notifications on if you guys want more story times, and comment below if you like this, or if y'all guys want to just request a video, then comment below. Bye.